And we're back, continuing on with some more of the Naruto Storm Connections history mode, as we're continuing through Chapter 1 and doing the Genin training arc. So, last time, after briefly covering the Land of Waves, we're going to keep going on, as the tuning exams have kicked off. Now, I'm sure this one, the Henley Village tuning exams has begun. Exam has begun. No paper test. That was one of my favorite parts of the tuning exams. Naruto and the others passed Test 1, a written test, and headed off to the Forest of Death to take on Test 2. Hinata's hair and like that shock is cute. The challenge awaited them was capture the scrolls, which could lead to death if things went sour. Sorry, I was drinking milk and now I'm trying to be gruff. During this test, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were attacked by a peculiar ninja known as Orochimaru. Naruto was knocked out, and Sasuke was branded with a curse mark from Orochimaru before losing consciousness. Now that would have been an amazing boss fight. As Sakura was frantically tending to Naruto and Sasuke's wounds, they were attacked by Sound Ninja. Team 7 was plunged into the desperate situation. Now, why weren't these three made playable either? I also said that in my connections wish list. But Sasuke awoke suddenly, using the power of his curse mark to drive back the enemy. After ripping one guy's arms out of his sockets. Yeah, again, Dosu, Zaku, and Keen should have been playable a long time ago. I'm surprised when I did my wish list and found out they were only playable in a few mobile games, not even a lot of them. And, since they're pointing this out, it's just like, well, bring them in. Okay, don't underestimate me.
The Chunin Exam, an event jointly coordinated by the Hidden Leaf, Hidden Sand, and other neighboring nations.
The thing is, well, they have the sections, like, yeah, they brought up all that, but, they could have just done that in narration as another thing, so it just feels like it's lip service rather than actually telling the story properly.
In a small-scale mock war. The three friends, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, successfully applied the teamwork they had developed during their previous missions to pass the first and second tests. For their third test, they were matched individually against other ninja for the right to advance. Naruto was pitted against his Ninja Academy classmate, Kiba Inuzuka.
I'll never lose to the likes of you!
Easier said than done. Let's see what you could do.
Okay, continuing on. Throw one time, alright? That's the thing, although partially it's
If you're
treading...
my opponent, I've already won.
One day I'll be Hokage.
Uzumaki Barrage, one scale.
You, Hokage, keep dreaming.
Never underestimate me.
What?
Sorry, Akamaru, we're gonna trample all over you. Did I step on Akamaru? Get him, Kiba!
Better than I thought.
And this was a fun match in,
Not finished yet.
Hold
I'm
on.
not that easy to beat.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah.
Sorry, Akamaru just barking. Yeah, Akamaru has a hitbox and we're running over him when we dash. Okay, I better finish this way. I at least get the S rank. The back of my head!
One day I'll be Hokage. So losing here's not an option.
Okay, yeah, now it's back to classic animation style. Sorry, you can tell what, the animation is from, like, the original release and then, like, the recap episodes they did near the end of the series.
And so did Naruto.
This also reminds me that those remake episodes, they got delayed, but apparently they're on their way in at the beginning of December, and I'm still not sure. Yeah, smile, because this was also the episode where this fight was kind of fun, where it was just like the buildup of, you know, Kiba and, you know, Akamaru fighting him as one, so it's like 2 against 1, and Naruto, you know, with his weird tactics, and then kind of wins, almost on chance, but I can't blame him. The Inuzuka clan. Alright. Yeah, jumping all the way up here. Aren't we even gonna... Okay. Jumping all the way up to Neji?
As the tuning exam preliminary matches came to a close, it was
I mean, yeah, we're following Naruto's storyline, but still.
Naruto was matched against Neji Hyuga, considered the mightiest genin of the Hidden Leaf. Neji had completely dominated Hinata Hyuga in the preliminaries.
Oh, that was a brutal fight.
But after being ridiculed with the phrase, once a loser, always a loser, Naruto vowed to avenge the insult leveled against him and Hinata.
Not even gonna let him hear him say, I vow to win? Okay. Not the phrase, but fine.
The hard way that no one can alter fate.
Alright, yeah. And this build-up against Neji, 15-hit combo, that's doable.
You can't defeat me. It's not your destiny.
Not losing to some coward who goes on about destiny or whatever.
I look forward to your look of despair when you
Keep escalating.
over here.
Don't mind if gotcha.
What's that?
Yeah.
Too shabby. There's a
Not losing to you of all people. Not a chance.
If he's not gonna be able to use substitution, I'm gonna take advantage of this. There we go. I'm not trivializing the fights, it's just, yeah.
unbelievable. How could I?
But yeah, Neji being built up.
About
Hold
nobody
on.
changing
I
fate.
suppose I'm talking too much.
What
I
a
got stuff to
bunch
say.
of Garbage. Cause unlike me, you're no failure.
It was Neji who once said, one can't change destiny, in reference to the fate of the Hyuga clan's branch house. But drawing inspiration from his fight with Naruto, he began to believe that he could, in fact, alter his destiny.
Yeah. Like, it was kind of cool having Neji set up as kind of like an alternate protagonist to Sasuke. I'm fired up after that. That was a great fight. Or, you know, yeah, after all that. As kind of like, you know, Neji became like the Sasuke while he was out of commission. And, you know, him trouncing Hinata, disparaging everybody, you know, acting high and mighty, even though, yeah, he is incredibly powerful. It was Naruto, you know, coming along. He's just like, hey, you're not a failure, so why aren't you coming at this from a different angle? You should be, you know, you should be able to realize things can, you know, get better because you got the talent to back yourself up. Now, if a loser like me can do it, why can't you? Yeah, Leaf Genin, Destruction of the Hidden Leaf. Yeah, it's just going. Okay, Leaf Genin. Genin other than of Team 7 were also performing quite remarkably in the tuning exam. Especially that Lee guy, he was dope. Rock Lee, a member of Team 3, used a superhuman taijutsu to clash with Gar of the Hidden Sand, while Tenten summoned a ninja tool and fought her opponent tenaciously. A ninja tool, dozens of ninja tools. By clashing with Naruto, Neji came to realize he could alter his destiny. Kiba of Team 8 showed impressive teamwork with the Ninja Hound, while Shino Aburame used a ninjutsu to control bugs, overwhelming his opponent. That was a great fight, honestly. It wasn't much of a fight, although Hinata lost to Neji. Naruto's support helped her fight to the very end without giving up. I didn't think I was going to get through that in time. Shikamaru Nara of Team 10 fought with brilliant ingenuity, while Choji Akimichi used a secret taijutsu to go on a violent rampage. Ino Yamanaka fought a well-matched battle against Sakura. By fighting their way through the Chunin exam in this manner, these Genin of the Hidden Leaf accumulated a great deal of experience. In all fights, I want to go into detail, but, just moving on. Genin training, Leaf Genin, Akimichi clan, Nara clan, everybody got like a little teaser. Okay. Encyclopedia Stand Up is now available. Fruitful Rivalry. Alright. But now on to the Konoha Crush. Thank God that was the other guard tower.
The sudden conflict was an unprecedented disturbance for the Hidden Leaf. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, faced off against Orochimaru amidst the raging maelstrom.
You could hear a slight R roll when he said maelstrom. It was great.
As one of the legendary Sannin, Orochimaru had once been his student. Orochimaru's goal in inciting the conflagration was to bring about the destruction of the Hidden Leaf by his own hand. He also hoped to abduct Sasuke in order to use his superior body as a reincarnation vessel. To defeat Hiruzen, Orochimaru employed the forbidden reanimation jutsu to summon the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju, and the second Hokage, Tobirama Senju. His aim was to instigate a fierce battle between Hokages.
Interesting fact. There's an odd sense of joy in wounding the one you once called master.
You're feeling that now, are you?
In a moment, I'll let you taste some of that same sweet thrill yourself.
Just letting it play out. Yeah, now this was actually a really cool fight in the anime, and my friend had 2 Naruto DVDs when we were kids. He had Naruto versus Kiba, and also Neji versus Hinata. I can't remember what volume that was. But then he also had a DVD of, this fight up to when the Reaper Death Seal was used, while Naruto, Sakura, and Shikamaru were doing their own thing. And it was, we watched those episodes so many times. What do I have to do? What was the battle condition? Secret technique? Okay, checks out. Oh, that's not good. I'm not going to go back to fight for that S rank. Which, by the way, again, Orochimaru of the Sannin, one of the strongest ninja in the world, and is still using the same ultimate jutsu as 2, which was just a snake popping out of the ground and slamming you down, which is not near the bounds of what Orochimaru was capable of.
Crushing the Leaf Village, huh? But I didn't know the Sand were on the move. Also part of your plan?
I can do Shadow Shuriken too. I've already lost the S rank. I'm not going back a second time.
Anything you try is too late. I've won, and the Leaf Village wins.
Will what? Oh, it's not even Reaper Death Seal.
You're steeped in darkness, and I will punish you accordingly.
I mean, that's a cool jutsu. Sorry, I'm opening up a snack. But, you know, again, it's kind of like, people forget how strong Hiruzen really is and how talented he is to be able to use 5 different chakra natures at the same time and being able to harness that. He is an incredibly strong ninja.
Your dream of crushing the hidden leaf dies here.
I should not be eating chips with this mic. I'm just hungry.
You feeble old man! Give me back my arms!
No.
How dare you take my jutsu from me!
Farewell, Orochimaru, my disciple.
And so the plan to destroy the hidden leaf failed.
At least on one angle.
All ninja of the leaf had put their lives on the line in the fight to protect the village and thwart Orochimaru's foul scheme. Where the tree leaves dance, one shall find flames. The fire shadow will illuminate the village, and once again, tree leaves shall bud anew.
Yeah, the will of fire and all that. I'll come back to do that. You know, oops, I forgot to react. Well, it's fine. Can I just... I pressed the wrong button, but I was going to put the cry emoji, but whatever. But yeah, just Hiruzen had a lot of good moments. I know people have really turned on him because in hindsight of the franchise, it was just sort of like Hiruzen not helping Naruto when he was growing up. But, you know, it's just like, that's a lot of hindsight. And I'm sure, you know, it was not planned for him to look that badly when it happened. But, you know, Hiruzen had some good moments. But, okay, Sand Betrayal. Now, I wish that version of Gaara would be in Awakening mode. I'm so surprised it hasn't been. Meanwhile...
In his desperate battle with Sasuke during the Chunin exams, Gaara had flown into a nearly uncontrollable rage. In order to protect their ultimate weapon from himself in his disturbed state, Sand Ninja intervened to escape with Gaara. Sasuke pursued them fervently, finally overtaking them in the Hidden Leaf Forest.
I am not letting you get away.
I'll give you a taste of true fear.
Alright, this is one secret technique. Okay.
I'll take on anyone to test my strength.
Show me your power. Make me feel alive.
Yeah, in this version of Sasuke finally using Chidori.
No escape.
And you got Sasuke's whole, you know, like, growing up as he's... has the curse mark sealed off and is being trained by Kakashi to, you know, use the Chidori because he's trying his very best to actually keep people safe. But then Gaara comes around and he realizes he just can't do anything.
You're spoiling my view. You're spoiling my view.
There we go.
This outcome was inevitable.
You know what? I didn't think I even recognized what scene that finish sign was from. It was when he was tracking them and he just like literally picked up a thing of dirt. Okay, anyways.
Using Chidori, a devastating ninjutsu taught to him by Kakashi, Sasuke confronted Gaara. However, Orochimaru had placed a terrible curse mark upon Sasuke. He suddenly found himself unable to move.
Hold it right there!
The hero always shows up at the last possible moment.
Naruto, what are you doing here?
Just as Gaara's sand attack was about to strike, Naruto rushed in just in time to save his friend.
Alright. Naruto, or Sasuke versus Gaara? I guess? Well, since Naruto showed up, fired up, I guess. Alright, there we go. The build-up. The thing is, we can only react to the battle, so I don't know, even if we get to the sad moments, if we're actually going to be able to do anything about that. The fake sleeper. Okay. 2 things to go. Lonely soul. Because this should be...
In the same way as Naruto, Gaara hosted within his body a one-tailed spirit known as Shukaku. The only bonds that Gaara shared with others were shackles of hatred and murderous rage, and in his eyes, combat was only to be undertaken with the intent to kill or be killed. As Naruto fought for the sake of his friend, Gaara fought for himself only. Thus began a confrontation between 2 shinobi who had endured similar challenges, yet reached opposite conclusions.
Parallels.
I'm gonna crush you and all your little friends too.
It's weird how terrifying Shukaku is actually to look at, and yet he's so goofy in personality.
Everything. I'll protect him to the end!
Alright. Attack Shukaku's arms. Yeah. I remember seeing clips about this. What the heck? Okay. I remember seeing clips of this and people talking about this particular scene on Twitter for a couple of reasons. So yeah, we're getting a remastered version of the Shukaku fight from Storm 1. So that's something. That's the first real big twist up.
What's the matter?
Yo, yeah, hey, yo.
It's over.
Out of the way.
Yo, yo. Yo, hey, 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 yo, hey.
Is there more battle conditions? Nope, now just fight.
What's the matter?
Yo, yeah, hey, yo.
Well, the thing is, now we can't even throw...
Yo, hey, yeah, yo, hey. Yo, hey, yo, yo.
Okay, I was thinking, it's like we can't even throw, you know, chakra shuriken to do more substantial damage from afar.
Hey, yo, yo. Hey, hey, yo. Yo, hey. Yo, yo, hey. Yo, yo, yo.
Okay, yeah, we're doing more damage with that than our jutsu. But, you know, this whole thing with, you know, Gaara, as he's slowly letting Shukaku get more and more wild, to the point where, you know, he literally gives up his mind for it, for the playing possum jutsu.
This is bad. That was close.
You haven't even dodged it yet. Sorry, some of the mixing in this game is really weird, admittedly.
Out of my way.
Heck. No. Heck.
Oh, come on, really? Okay, we're back. It is just ticking over to 1 a.m. because, yeah, fighting for control of the Xbox, because again, shared accounts on multiple systems, and so people are playing since they're on Thanksgiving break and such. So I got booted off, and I got home from work a while ago from a late shift, and I just can't sleep, and I want to get this done. So, continuing on, I think this is going to set us right to doing the button mashy again.
This is bad. That was close.
Yeah, like, where I got kicked off and where I paused, the quick resume, like, glitched out. So, just restarted the Shikaku fight, simple enough, and we're just, like, right at the top of the, you know, button prompts.
Clone jutsu. Heck. No. Heck.
Headache, but it's someone else's head!
Do not mess with me. I'm not going anywhere.
Go, go, go. Heck. Heck.
Alright.
Fly high. Wind style air bullets.
Dangerous.
Go, go. Yeah. Heck. Heck.
Just keep whapping them.
Yeah. Heck. Go. Heck. Go. Heck.
You won't get away.
Whoop.
Go. 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 Heck.
You're very well telegraphed.
Go. Go. Heck. Heck. Go.
Whoop.
Go.
But how?
Heck. Go.
What makes him so strong?
Go, 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 go. Heck, heck, heck. Yo, here, take this. Yo, yeah, yo, heck.
Almost got him.
Go, go.
Whoops, 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 whoops. Ah, that was the first bit of damage I've taken.
Heck, go, 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 heck, go.
Fly high. Wind style air bullets.
Yo, heck, yo, heck. Yo, yo, heck.
You won't get away.
Heck, go,
I think I'll get away.
go, heck.
Oh.
Go, 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 go. Yo.
Why would you go so far?
Next. Okay. Battle result S. There we go.
Summoning jutsu. I'm counting on you, Chief Toad.
Third-rate nobody. Wind style air bullets.
I do like how Shikaku uses air bullets, you know?
Wind bullets.
Just like bumping his drum of a belly and just doing something with that.
Toad blade caught.
I'm coming.
Yeah, they're not doing the full transformation jutsu.
Not gonna lose, you hear me?
This is it.
You stupid beast!
Wake up, you jerk! I suppose that was the first time, but you know, still.
It's almost unbearable, isn't it? The feeling of being alone. But I have people in my life now who are important to me. I care more about them than I do myself, and I won't let anyone hurt them.
Yeah, and, you know, like I've said before, you know, it's just like, this was really cool this was a really big deal, a really cool fight, And too bad we're glossing over all of it.
Digging into his final ounce of strength, Naruto caught Gaara flush on the cheek with a full-force blow. But it was not hatred that was behind the attack. It was the sympathy that only one who had shared similar experiences could express.
It was a loving mush in the face.
I know that feeling. I've been there, in that dark and lonely place.
Why do this for anyone but yourself?
Because they saved me from myself, from my loneliness. They were the first to accept me for who I am. They're my friends.
Go home and treat your brother and sister better.
I see. So that's where his strength comes from.
Knowing well the suffering of solitude, Naruto was able to empathize with Gaara's feelings to a painful degree. And yet, Naruto now had important people in his life who accepted him, so he could not overlook Gaara's aggression.
I mean, he just said that, but okay.
Witnessing the power of love firsthand, Gaara cast aside his bloodlust and departed with the aid of the other Sand Ninja. He left hoping that he too could emulate Naruto one day.
I'm just gonna sleep off this concussion. Whoops. Damn it, I pressed things too fast because I'm not used to putting... Yeah, fire it up! Or, yeah, tears is also appropriate. Stuffed one tail, cute. Alright, the lonely. One tail is now available. Oh, I keep looking at that and going like, what do you mean available? He's already playable. Oh, they're talking about the glossary. After going through Chapter 1, Getting Training Arc, you found a page about the ninja way of life. Share your opinions. After clearing each chapter, a lady question will display along with 2 possible answers. Choose the one you agree with most. This will not affect anything within the game itself, so please answer freely. You'll be... Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about this in the Globe Coup. Okay. Which ninja do you identify more with when it comes to their ideas and way of life? I mean, Naruto. Although many considered him an outcast, he continued to press forth on the path he believed in. Yeah, I empathize with that. Haku faithfully supports Zabuza despite being used as a tool. And I get where it's coming from with that, but it's so oddly specific. But, you know, maybe you've lived that experience, you know, where you actually did have a deep appreciation for somebody, even if maybe... You know, they never outwardly said it. But, yeah, Naruto. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Well, that's interesting and all. Right, new day, new login bonus. One more thing. The Will of Fire. 2 days had passed since the great upheaval caused by the destruction of the leaf. A funeral was held for Hiruzen, who was loved and respected by all. While those in attendance mourned Hiruzen's death, Naruto asked Iruka why someone would risk their life for another person. Everyone has something important to them, and as time passes, the thread that form their bond grow thicker and stronger. When you have such threads, you are willing to risk your life for that other person. It's not based on logic, but love. Even through this moment of grief, hearing Iruka's answer helped Naruto come to an understanding. The Will of Fire, so clearly apparent in Hiruzen's way of life, will be passed down to his successors. Yeah. And then, yeah, the Will of Fire, just like, you know, the whole thing, like the will of the Hokage, that, you know, drive to help people and try to make, you know, everything better. Sorry. Getting training restoration complete. All right. So that's chapter 1. I'm missing 2 S ranks? Oh, wait, that's right. You sons of bitches. Okay, I'll have to come back for those. But yeah, so with that, you know, the Genin training arc, like the beginning of the series, does a lot between, you know, the adventure through the Land of Waves and then the Chunin exams, which is still one of my favorite arcs in the entire series. Like, up there, top 3. And then, you know, Destruction of the Hidden Leaf, everything coming to terms with Gaara. The training arcs I actually really like, where Naruto's learning, you know, how to control chakra and, you know, training with Jiraiya for the first time. There's a lot of fun stuff, but yeah. And then you know, lots of cool battles, lots of symbolic ones, and then just like everything culminating into all this. But yeah, so the Genin training arc, you know, it's still one of the best, you know, it's one of the earliest, but it's still one of the best for everything it establishes and for setting up the through lines that would be pervasive throughout the rest of the series. So yeah. But that's only roughly the first half of the, you know, first part of Naruto. Next up, Chasing Sasuke, which is probably going to cover, yeah, Tsunade. There's a lot of... Okay. Maybe? It's got to cover Tsunade a little bit, right? Okay. We'll wrap up here for right now. Next time we continue, Chapter 2. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.